Innovation is happening here. Come and join us.
As you see, innovation is happening here. Come and join us.
Innovation is happening here.
Come and join us.
Innovation is happening here. Come join us.
Innovation is happening here. Come and join us.
The opportunity for Botswana to truly become the Singapore of Africa, with the leadership under President Masisi and the human capital, not only of Botswanans currently in Botswana, but the best of Botswanans that's spread around the world, whom we should all bring home. NANT as an organization and the Chan Soon Chung Family Foundation are committed to help Botswana lead sub-Saharan Africa and Africa to be self-reliant and to grow this convergence of technology into the next century. In a short time frame, my meeting with President Masisi and him bringing this entire contingency to Los Angeles and seeing what we're doing in a country like the United States and partnering with organizations such as Baylor has shown the path in which Botswana can take a leading role in healthcare. I was honored to be asked to be advisor to the President, which I've gladly accepted. And not only have I played that role, in turn, the Health Minister, the Finance Minister, his cabinet, as well as the President, His Excellency, have really taken our advice into action. I want to thank Vasily, who has helped coordinate this advance in terms of the nation's or the continent first vaccine. What I mean by that is that BOMRA, to its credit, has diligently done a complete review of a vaccine that was developed first at Baylor and manufactured in India and is shown to be superior to the AstraZeneca vaccine in head-to-head clinical trials. That vaccine is now approved in India, and over 10 million young Indians have received it safely. We have now brought into Botswana, and with the help of the Ministry of Health and credit to the fantastic team at BOMRA, it is now Botswana's first approved vaccine called Pula Covovax. This Pula Cova vaccine has now made history. It's the first vaccine under the control of an African country, approved by an African country, in which this vaccine has been shown to be superior to the currently approved vaccines. This portends well to the next generation COVID vaccine, which will generate also T cells. That will be called the Pula vaccine, but what will be exciting is that vaccine will indeed be manufactured here by Botswana, for Botswanans and for Africa in Gaborone.
We let NASA to image the entire Earth every day. Because what we realized was that by having day-to-day data, we could help people with their day-to-day actions. Almost everyone said we could not do it. Almost everyone. And we just kept on going because we knew it was the right thing to do. The number of people that said, no, you can't do that, you can't do it technically, we won't give you any money, whatever. So there's a lot of journey of just deciding to stick to our guns and continue. It has a telescope that looks up at the same time as the telescope looks down to take a picture of the night sky, to automatically recognize the constellations, figure out which orientation the satellite is at, attach to the picture along with the GPS stamp, and then that enables us to stitch the images to the Earth's surface. Hey, it was really fun to speak here today with innovators in the Botswana Innovation Hub. We are talking about satellite data. We image all of Botswana and all of Africa every day. And the question is, how can we leverage that data to do sustainable development, improving agricultural yield, monitoring deforestation, helping protect park systems, detecting illegal mining, things like this. So we're excited to be here. I hope we can forge partnerships with people at the Botswana Innovation Hub and beyond. Thanks for having us.
We don't have our team here because we're not currently running production. Production is in
with a warranty of 5 years as well. Yeah, so this is our flagship product in terms of our refrigerator. We also have the French model one, and then we've got like the chest freezer that is used past by the entrance way. So yeah, this at the moment we only have this one particular color, but very soon we're going to have the black and the red. We've gotten like quite amazing, reviews. So this one is currently retailing for about 15, but on our Black Friday we dropped it all the way to like 10,000. So yeah.
10,000 puna.
Yeah, 9,999.
Or 10,000 million.
No, 10,000 puna. 10,000 puna. Yeah.
There's actually in the office here one of our fridges. This is our latest product.
So that's what we get in fridges. And yeah, for us to like get an 8+ rating fridge. So all our fridges is 8+ ratings. The only minimum rating would be on easy cleaning, and it's a frost-free, so you never have to worry about having to hit that bottom door with the frost-free,
So we have 4 range of the t-shirts. This one is the one I can work with the offline app now, but if I have Wi-Fi, I was going to show you other t-shirts, how they can actually operate. So we're just making it fun and fashionable, and I think us being on debts, it's not really.
My name is Michael Mahopa. I'm a director and co-founder of Gaborone, a company that I started with Daniel Bota in 2014. Gaborone is an energy technology company. We develop technology around the pyrolysis process, which is a process that's been around for hundreds of years, but hasn't really been widely utilized in the world. but it's over the last 10, 20 years, it's gained a lot of momentum. Between 2014 and now, we've done quite a lot of work, primarily R&D work on pyrolysis, which has led to development of products that are based on the pyrolysis technology. That's when we started testing things like biomass, plant biomass, organic waste material, and started getting fairly good yields, and as a result, we chose then to start focusing on non-fossil material, particularly material that is considered to be a waste product, or that are a waste product from processes, whether it's agricultural process or any other industrial process, and turning that material into value, and the results have been quite astonishing. I mean, they're actually quite good in terms of the yield that we're deriving out of that. I think having started doing work testing biological material, especially waste, it really got us thinking that there is a lot of value that we can derive from turning what other people see as waste into value, and hence the emphasis on those type of materials, and even changing our slogan to say something like, we value add resources. And to us, waste is no longer waste. Waste is a resource, because we are able to turn poultry litter into fuel oil, a gas that can be burned to generate electricity, and a solid product that can be used as an alternative to chemical fertilizer. We would like to thank Botswana Innovation Hub, and specifically the Botswana Innovation Fund, for the opportunity that they have afforded us in being a grant recipient, and which has enabled us to achieve what we've been able to achieve in the last 2 years. Our relationship with BIUST has led to the setup of the country's first ever pyrolysis lab. We actually contracted 10 or 12 final year students who were involved in the design work. Having been through a university myself, it's one of those things that you value most, because it really prepares you to what happens in the real world. And this was the real world for me.
My name is Gidumetse Lipi. I'm the founder of KEDLIPI and the chief engineer. Mr. Lipi ke ngwana Motswana, mo Botswana, from a small village called Senete.
My name is Tawanda Matambo. I am the managing director of KEDLIPI.
I grew up loving electronics. That's what drove me into having passion and love for electronics. So I like innovating.
One of our innovations we call the automatic diagnostic combo machine. This machine was manufactured by us to assist our government to help with rapid contact tracing of people who are potentially exposed to COVID-19. As a person walks up to this machine, before any use of or anything, somebody has to sanitize themselves. This machine will capture his temperature automatically. It will capture his face through a facial recognition camera. It also has an ID or passport scanning port here. Their details are stored and saved or captured onto this machine. This machine is the first of its kind and was patented as the first of its kind in Botswana.
Most questions that we get from especially engineers is that the facial recognition system is already existing in the airports or wherever. So what we have done as KEDLIPI, we were able to manipulate these systems to work together as one machine that is portable, as you see it. This innovation here is a combination of systems that already exist in the market. The facial recognition is already there in the system. It's already there out there. The thermal temperature screening, it's already there. So we were able to manipulate all these systems to work together as one portable machine as you see it here. We had challenges doing this prototype, especially as youngsters. You know that we have financial challenge, but we were able to gather our pockets together and then come up with the prototype. This prototype was self-financed from personal fundings and savings.
Do not give up on your dreams. Look out for the opportunities out there in your communities, because if you don't make a difference, nobody else will.
I would like to thank Innovation Hub for inviting us to be part of their network and opening the market for us in publicity.
My name is Motsidisi Kenneth Sitimela. I'm the founder and managing director of Leverage Point, a startup company in Botswana that is one of the fastest growing in terms of the tech space. We basically do software development. That's how we see ourselves and identify ourselves. Leverage Point was born 14 years after my corporate experience. One of the many things that we are doing within the company is firstly development of custom-made software solution, and secondly development of websites as well as mobile application. During the 4-year period, we were specifically working with different businesses in terms of coming up with solutions for them. And each time when we went to develop the software solution, it was always a new solution specific to the customer. But during the assisting of these many enterprises, we started seeing a pattern, and this pattern was in the way that businesses are being run, in the way that the requirements were similar, and most importantly, the fact that majority of these companies did not have automated systems that were now dealing with the entire end-to-end functions of their business processes. During my conversation, I'm going to tell you about an exciting product that has hit the market that we've developed and that we are currently promoting called Business Point. One of the many challenges that we were finding was that a lot of customers did not have automated systems, and because of that, it meant that when we were there to solve a specific component of a business part, it also resulted in not being able to assist the entire business. And this meant that customers were not getting value for money around that investment. So we thought that the right thing is to basically have a comprehensive system that is able to cover all the facets of the business. What we came and brought into the market was precisely for small businesses, for people that are less than 10, less than 20, even less than 30. So that is how flexible and how good the ERP software solution that we have built is. We have not only implemented this in Botswana, but also in Malawi. Our major intention as a company is to roll out this software solution not only in Botswana, but also in the SADC and African market. It's quite competitive with some of the big ERPs that are there in the market. Our journey with Botswana Innovation Hub has been quite interesting. When we came here, we were a service-oriented company, and we found an opportunity to now transition from being service-based to now being a product-based company, having this flagship program that we call Business Point. One of the most interesting aspects of having worked with the hub was also our footprint in the SADC market. At the beginning, we started the company with 4 technical people, and we are currently at 8. We've brought in business analysts into the process. We've brought in dedicated software development personnel, and we've also brought in one person who's overseeing and assisting us in terms of support of the company. The growth has been amazing. We are having interesting conversations again within the SADC market, typically in South Africa, typically in Lesotho and Eswatini. We are intending to take Business Point to all of these companies and countries so that we also become part of the conversation of digital transformation of SMMEs in those respective countries. When one wants to become a technology startup company, is, like I said, patience, dedication to the journey, research, wanting to be among the best. The journey has not been easy. It has had so many different challenges, But it would not have been easier if it was not for the different partners that have been surrounding us. Most importantly, Botswana Innovation Hub, in terms of the support that they have provided to us, in terms of the patience that they have had with us, and most importantly, the continued guidance that they have provided in as far as the growth of our company has been concerned. It is our hope that the legacy that we will be coming up with not only the product but the company itself will indeed transform and contribute directly to Botswana.
My name is Ornelle Fenya. I am a Business Development and Client Liaison Manager at Creative Insights here in Gaborone. Our solution is called QFlow. It is a 100% online remote queuing management solution where end users or clients or customers can queue through WhatsApp, Facebook, can queue through USSD, can also queue through the app, or if they don't have any cell phones or smartphones, they can also go to the establishment or organizations and they will be able to print out a ticket that will also slot them in the queue for services via QFlow. Majority of Botswana have access to WhatsApp and Facebook as it is currently. So you just save the number 73164-771, 73164-771 on your mobile. Then you open your WhatsApp chat where you would have saved that number and you simply just send a hi. At the end of it all, once you've communicated with QFlow just like that, at the end you will be able to get your ticket number, which will tell you how many people or how many tickets are in front of you for that particular service at that particular organization. It will also give you a QR code. Now the point of this QR code is that you don't miss your spot in the queue. Until you scan or activate that QR code at that particular organization for which you have queued at, only then will your ticket be activated. So if you haven't done that, your spot in the queue is still safe. You don't have a situation where now you have to go back to the end of the queue and then still again waste your time. With Botswana Innovation Hub, the way they've helped us from back then to today is, before, without them, it was really just us hitting in the dark as a startup because no one really knows you or of you or the product, and it's very difficult to penetrate the market in that way. Then they came along and we won the Botswana Innovation Fund. From then on, like I mentioned, we got the resources, the cash to be able to acquire resources to develop the solution further. And that has really taught us a lot. As a startup, it has really broadened our minds and as to how business really works at corporate level. We are now known in the market. I'm actually called the QFlow girl. No one really knows my name. They just call me by the product name. Even the team has grown. There used to be just 3 of us, but now we've grown to a team of 10. In terms of the clients, there used to be just 1 client with our earlier model of the system called World Queues. It used to be just at the Department of Transport, but then QFlow came along. The Department of Transport was like, listen, we also want the upgrade. Other clients saw that, and we've had presence at CEDA. We currently have presence at Metropolitan Insurance. We're in discussions to roll out to the rest of the branches across the country. We can currently be found at MRI Botswana across the country at all the 3 branches. So far, we have seen some impact in the industry. We have seen some impact to the public or the customers themselves. But when someone calls you and they tell you that this was very unexpected and because of your system, they were able to do something very quick and then be able to be more productive with their life elsewhere. It does give us inspiration. It does also give us a pat in the back to say that you're actually doing something worthwhile. When you have a dream and you have a vision to carry it out, it helps you wake up in the morning even when things are not going right. Being part of the Botswana Innovation Hub through the Botswana Innovation Fund has been really, really helpful for us. So there isn't really enough words to use except just, gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. That is all we can really say, because you've really helped us move from one place to maybe 3 or 4 steps where we don't think we would be here if it wasn't for your support and encouragement.